I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh, I forgot my phone. Hang on. I'll sit with the bean. Okay. Ugh. Let me change it to live chat. Where am I going to put it in the coop? Can we put it in a coop? I bet we can. Could be a bit difficult, but I bet we can. We'll try. There we go. Now I've got to work out if you guys can hear me or not. And I'm only going to be able to know that when I see somebody in. Oh, it's Friday. Welcome in. Let's bring that down a little bit instead of looking up a nose, because that's not never a good thing, is it? There we go. Maybe that's better. Although now I'm all wonky, right? Hi, Miss Wriggles. You can hear me good. Thank you. I'm just straightening it out. Thought I'd sorted all this before I even came on, but apparently not. Maybe that sorted it. Tinsy wincy little bit. Tinsy wincy bit. We'll leave it at that, I think. Anyway, welcome in. Okay, so it's Friday. It's the Friday Live, and as it is the new year still, we are doing this segment of Flash the Stash, and we'll blame members for the name because, you know, down to them. We're blaming the members for everything because everything's down to them. So we did Cube 1 last week, which was a blue cube, and I promised that this week would not be blue, it'd be something else. And this week is blacks and greys and silvers. So the non-blue cubes are all in my bedroom, and I've bought I've bought my cube contents in. So we will do number 1, which is a grey. A grey. Welcome in, Miss Perp. Hey up. Oh, and if there is no Zara today, but if anybody sees Helen come in and I get behind in chat, I need to say something to Helen. It's really, really important that we get Helen's attention because I really need to say something to Helen. Okay, so anyway, first one is Eco Bright. And this is so incredibly soft. And I want more of this because it is amazing. This is the colour. Unfortunately, there was only this around for a very, very limited time. Welcome in, Miss Lucy. Eco Bright is 236 meters or 255 yards, 150 grams on this donut, and it is so, so nice. It is so, so nice. Made from recycled plastic. I'm trying to find the other info on it. The color, and it goes quite well actually. It kind of suits it, even though there's a bright light on this. It suits the color very, very well. The color is concrete. With all the yarns that I'm showing, all the wools, tomorrow I will add to the timestamps everything that I've shown. It will be the maker. So like this is Loops and Threads. The name of the subtype, something, and the color if it has one. And I add the weight on there as well? I think I add the weight as well. So that info will be down below. So if there's anything that you're like, ooh, I like, then it's down below. It will be time stamped, and then you can kind of have a look online and see if you can get it anywhere, if there is anything that you like. Anyway, this is 100% recycled polyester. Now, polyester is soft anyway. It makes things so fluffy soft. And this isn't any different. This really isn't. This is so, so nice. Like, you want to cuddle up with it. I'm not going to. I do like my woolly wools, but I'm not going to go and take it to bed with me and cuddle up, and no, it's going to go back to its coop when it's done. But I have 2 of these. I'm determined to make something. I don't know what, but something is going to get made. I just don't know what yet, and it's been sitting in the coop for so long. It was a wonderful happy mail, and I just don't know what to do with it yet. I will figure it out at some point. At some point. Next we have, go with a glitzy one. Glitzy, 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 glitzy. This is Bernat Premium. Premium. And it is in the colour soft grey sparkle, and I know you can see the sparkles in that because they are just covering it entirely. Now, I wouldn't call this a scratchy wool, but you can definitely feel the sparkle. It's not rough, it's not scratchy, but I wouldn't want it on my skin just in case. It's okay. It's basic, I guess. It's not rough. It's okay. But the best thing is there's so much glitz on it. So it's Yarnspirations that do Bernat. And on this one is some info. 142 grams, which is a very, very weird little number. But it's 97% acrylic, 3% metallic. It is a medium 4. This one, I'm going to say that this one was an Aran weight. It doesn't actually say, but I'm gonna go with that it's an Aran weight. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh. We'll go with the eco is Aran weight as well, but this is definitely an Aran weight. I think with the glitzy things, I am a big magpie, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are big magpies as well, and there's a little portion of you that are like, keep me away, don't like sparkle, get away. It's okay. Thank goodness we're all unique and different. But anyway, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this because I've only got this one, I think. Yes, I've only got this one. And on it is 236 meters approximately, which is 258 yards. So I'm kind of, I have debated it in the past, and I've grabbed it out and then put it away, and grabbed it out and put it away. I never make glittery hats and scarves. There's a reason for it in my head. For other people, unless they ask for it. But this might well make a really nice glitzy hat. But nobody's come along yet and gone, give me glitz! So they haven't had it yet. So that. Hello, Miss Snaily Sluggy Snail Slug. Welcome in. Happy New Year! Divergent. Hello, stranger. Fierce lining. Wait, a fleece lining, not a fierce lining. What the heck am I going on about? Eye pies. Sorry. A fleece lining with the eco. Yeah, lining though. I mean, I've made bags before. I'm very, very grateful to Dragon Bee Crochet and Ingrid from Ingrid's Inspirations. Both of them have shown how to make bags, and I've made both. I've never delved into anybody else's, but when it comes to lining, as much as I would love a lining, I don't think I've got the guts to make a lining, because then you've got to sew it in, and it's going out the comfort zone, you know. There's only so much comfort zone I can go out of. Hey, Purple. Yeah, Purple. Let's use your full name. Knitting Purple. It's her fault mainly for the name of this segment. Okay, so the next is another grey, and I have two of these, and that is Bernat Softee Chunky. And like the name suggests, it's chunky. Very, very chunky. It's soft. Again, it feels fairly basic, but you know, there it is. It is true grey, not fake grey, not faded grey, true grey. So this is 100% acrylic, 100 gram skein, has approximately 108 yards or 99 meters. Again, Bernat is made by Yarnspirations. And with two of these, I actually haven't planned anything with them, like nothing, because it's not enough to make a decent scarf. It's the right color for me to do. I love the fact that I've got an ad on my own YouTube. That's just really cool. It's not enough for a scarf. It might not quite be enough for a hat, but it actually might be, because of it being chunky, it's just finding the right pattern. But this one is definitely a keeper, because this will be used for donation. And it hasn't been used so far because it's been right at the back of my cube, and I've been taking from the front, and there's been like a wall of glitz, and I'm like, oh, everything's glitter behind that. Well, apparently it wasn't, because this was behind all the glitz, and now it's out in the open. I can go, ooh. So I've got two of those, and going with this flashing the stash thing, every now and again, instead of putting something back in the cube, I'll go, you know what, I really don't think I am going to use that. So I am going to add it to the bag and then the giveaway cube. There's already a lot of blue from last week, a lot of blue. And I think what I'll do to begin with is, when I'm doing a Woolly Wednesday and it's taking a very, very long time to get an order in time, I will grab from there and put something together and say, okay, this is what we're doing. This is from Lisa's Cubes. This is the Woolly Wednesday for this month. If you want to win it, blah, 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 blah. So watch out for that. And also, every now and again, there may just be a giveaway within one of these lives. So you kind of need to pay a little bit of attention, because it will be a question regarding something that I've said about one of the cube contents. You asked for a suggestion. I made a suggestion. Didn't say it was good and you didn't have to use it. Yes, I did. I did have to use it. Yes, I did, Miss Perp. Yes, I did. A chunky cowl could be cool. I do not know anybody that wears a cowl. I know nobody that wears a cowl. So that's kind of out. Welcome in, Miss Doris. Hello, hello, hello. It's good to look what you have every so often. You never know what you might find. I know, and what you might forget about. This is the good and the bad thing about going through this stash. It's something that I wanted to do, and watching Crafting Kitty, Miss Erin, go through hers, I'm like, why am I not doing this? I really need to do this, because every now and again I go through a tote which I have deliberately for my mystery boxes on my Etsy store, and I'll go through and I'll just gather this, that, and the other for a box that I've sold, and I'll be like, oh, I forgot I had that, huh? But it's in the tote for the mystery boxes. But why I can't do that for my cubes is beyond me. So I asked Miss Erin, and I said, would you mind if I stole your idea? Because I need to get some yarny content in the lives, and this could be good for me primarily, and it might help somebody else, give somebody some inspiration, or make them go, ooh, maybe. I don't know if it's going to do that, but you know, maybe. So there's the aim. Me, what are you waving at? Why are we waving, Perp? Why are we waving? A lot of linen yarn. Oh, linen. Now I was a little bit naughty, and I made a linen hat with the last lot of pure linen that I had. I kind of wish I'd put something with it, even if it was a mercerized cotton, but I didn't. And I'm kind of gutted that I used it on a hat, but I had nothing else to use it for, and it was enough for a hat, not really enough for anything else. And so it got used. It was a lovely, lovely linen by Drops, and now it's gone. But anyway, welcome in, Miss J. Hello, hello, hello. You wear cowls? You do? Yeah, but you can make your own. Yeah. Okay, so apparently I know one person that wears cowls. Just one. Apparently. I never knew. The things you find out about your stalkers. Okay, next. This one I bought as a gift for an ex-member for either Christmas or their birthday. And I really liked it when I saw it and was like, yoink. And I really want to get some more, because I think I really want to make a cardie out of this. I think. But I've only got 2 so far. Of Hayfield Bonus DK. And it is in the colour Stormcloud. Now it is a very, very pale grey, but it has, I'm really hoping it will focus, proper little speckle things that kind of are just stuck in there randomly. Very, 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 very randomly. But this is 100-gram skein. Bonus DK extra value. 100% acrylic. But where's the yardage? Oh, there it is. 280 meters, approximately. 306 yards, approximately. And I absolutely love this, and I don't know why. And I'm very, very thankful that these little bits that are just randomly placed all over it don't easily come off. You know, unless you properly yank and untwist them, they just don't. But I absolutely love this. And I want to make a cardie out of it. I really do. I think it's absolutely brilliant. But I'm going to need a lot more, because I'm a big bird, and, you know, big birds need way more wool. So there is that. The Hayfield Bonus DK. Feeling it wise, it's not bad. I mean, I said I'll make a cardie, but I don't think I would mind that next to my skin. Like, even if I were to make a pair of socks out of it, I'm not going to be making socks out of it, just saying. Even if I made socks out of it, I don't think I'd mind. It's not scratchy. It's not extremely soft, but it's not bad. For a cheap wool, it's pretty good. It's pretty much a bonus. And I'm also pretty certain that I've done a review on this one, I think. So in my videos somewhere, I'm pretty certain you'll find that, maybe, if you want to know my overall review. Let's have a nosy. Miss Divergent wears cowls, but I make mine almost like a turtleneck, which would make sense to me because it seems silly just sticking it around your neck without it actually doing something. It needs to warm you, right? If you use Ravelry, you can put the fibre and yardage in. Oh, yeah, you told me this last week. Yeah. You need to say this every week because it's a great suggestion for the peeps. You love the bits. I love the bits. I'm not one that is really a bitty person, but there have been 3 or 4 different wools now that I've come across that I've gone, oh, I like the bits. I think one of them was actually from you. I think it was from you. Flutterby. I know I did a review on that. I'm sure it's called Flutterby, with little bits in it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Absolutely flipping loved it. As long as they are attached and they're not just like, as soon as you start crocheting with them or knitting with them, all the bits fall off. I mean, what the heck's the point? And that happens with so many bitty wools. But if they're properly in there, kind of like it. It's me and the texture freak, you know. I like the uniqueness of it. I'm your stalking, not mine. This is very true. It's very true. Miss Wriggles is knitting a washcloth out of acrylic, so it will be a doll blanket. You just said a dishcloth, a washcloth. Can't be a doll blanket if it's going to be a washcloth, Miss Wriggles. It makes me think of cat hairs. What shows the best? I guess there is that element of things. Wow. Okay, next. I showed one of these last week in blue, but now I have a Deramores studio in a little bit of grey. Oh, and by the way, Miss Sarah isn't in today. I forgot to say, I do apologise. Her husband is home, so she's being a adorning wife to hubby while he's home. She is taking the time to spend with Mr. Hubby, as she should. So this week and next week we won't have Zara, but she should be back at the end of the month. Anyway, Deramore Studio. So these are 50 grams, and this is in the colour Slate, which I think is a little bit inaccurate because I would personally class Slate a lot darker. But there it is. This is Slate, apparently, and as the name suggests, Studio DK. It's a DK. 125 meters or 138 yards. 100% acrylic. There's Deramores, which of course got bought out. You do still find some Deramores here and there, but unfortunately Deramores has gone, it's gone bye-byes. But I have 2 of these, and I think these 2 will go into the giveaway cube without creating an avalanche, Lisa. Please don't create an avalanche. These 2 are going to go in the giveaway cube. They are really nice and soft. Really nice and soft. It's a nice wool to work with, and when it was around, it was pretty cheap. So to get something that cheap that feels really nice and something that you'd be happy to wear next to your skin, it's a bonus. Yeah, there you go. See, perp nose. Slate is darker and a bluey grey. See? It's way too light. Way too light. This one I would have classed more of a slate, but it's not going to be called as such. And I think I've only got the one of these. I do. It's only one of these. So this is going in the giveaway cube as well. Yes, it's Deramores Studio DK again, but this time it's a darker. And this is called Smoke, which again, I wouldn't call this Smoke. This one I'd call Slate. If out of the two of them, this is the one that I'd call Slate. But it's so soft. It's so soft. It's actually got kind of a... You could get away with calling this dark silver or antique silver. It's got that almost, like in reality, it's got almost that kind of colouring to it that you could go, yep, that would pass as a dark silver, not just dark grey. But there it is, Smoke, and that is now going into the giveaway cube. You know, this giveaway cube is going to be massive. Massive. Oh, yeah, let's do that one. You got the second ad already? And I calmed them down as well. Well, I do apologise. I did cut the ads down this week because there were a lot of people getting a lot of ads last week, and it wasn't unaggressive that I know of. But this week I made sure it was way less. So I'm so sorry. I apologise profusely. There's some shouting going on outside. As long as it's not to me. So yeah, I've tried. I'm so sorry. The only other way for me to do it is to do it manually, which I'll have to look into and see if I know how to do that. Miss Ingrid, I've just spoken about you. Just spoken about you. Welcome in, Miss Ingrid. Beans's is asleep on the sofa where I'm going to plant my bum after the yarn stash flash. But right now she's keeping my seat warm, which I'm very grateful for. Very grateful for. I showed you this last week, but I showed you it in blue. This one, as much as I regret it, it's going to have to go into the giveaway cube. It's going to have to, because I've only got one, and I would really want to properly use this, just like the blue one. But with only having one, it's nice for someone to get like one skein or something, because they can try it, and if they like it, they can go, do you know what, I'll get some more of that. So you get to trial it before you properly buy it. But when you know what it's like and you know you really want to use it, one just ain't gonna cut it. So we have the West Yorkshire Spinners Retreat. There it is, and it is the roving. And there's the colour. It is a chunky roving, and it's 100% blue-faced Kerry Hill sheepsea, 100-gram ball, 140 meters or 153 yards. Nice little halo on it that you can't really see, and again, This one you can kind of get away with saying it's an antique silver colour. Does it actually have... No, it's the shade colour, isn't it? I forgot, it's a shade colour. So there's a bunch of numbers. I don't know which one it is. Let me just have a look at the other... Oh, sorry. Just have a look at the other retreat. So it's not going to be that one. It's not going to be that one. It's got to be that one. Okay, so I'm guessing that... I'm sorry, I'm shaking everything. I apologise. I'm guessing that the shade of this is 0926. Oh. But it's the roving. It's roving. And if you're allergic to wool, steer clear, because it is that kind of wool. It's not scratchy, but you can definitely feel the wool. But it's roving! It's so nice. But it's going in the giveaway cube because I can't use it. I use single skeins or scraps for the rib on hats. That's not a bad little idea. If you're doing like a contrasting colour or a dark or light shade on the brim of a hat, that's not a bad idea at all. I mean, I've got oh my gosh, if you could see my scrap box, which is way overfilled. There was once upon a time, about 3 years ago, roughly, I went through my scrap box and I unspaghettied the lot of it. I made sure everything was wrapped up nicely and it was all good. And you look at it now and it's like cats have been playing with it and mice live in it, and that's why the cats were playing in it. That's what it's like right now. And I am not one that likes undoing spaghetti. I really don't. I like eating spaghetti. Yeah, bring it on. But when it comes to actually unwinding it and untangling it, no, not my thing. Not my thing. Okay, let's bring on some more glitz. Let's bring on more glitz. Red Heart with Love, metallic, in the colour charcoal. It's a very, very dark grey. It is not black. Charcoal you would put down to black. This is a very, very dark grey. 99% acrylic, 1% other fibres. But there's so much glitz in that, just like the Bernat. It is absolutely crammed with the glitz, and it's about the same spacing with the twist of the glitz as the Bernat. There's a lot of it, a lot of it. You can just about feel the scratchiness of the silver glitz, but the fibre of the Red Heart, love, it's that little bit, not much, little bit softer than the Bernat in my fingertips. Again though, just like the Bernat, this is a weird weight. 127 grams. Why does it have to be such a weird weight? 200 yards ish, 183 meters ish. One ball can make a funky ribbed hat. It is a medium 4. Definitely. I wouldn't necessarily want this next to my skin, but I think I'd be okay with it for a little while. I do mean a little while. But I only have the one of these. I've only got one. And I really, 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 really want to make a hat out of it. But I've got to find one with the right yardage, because usually when I make a hat, I'm using approximately between 210 and 230 meters, and this is only 100. I've lost it again. 100, 183. So I need to find a smaller hat, or just a slightly less complicated pattern. But I like doing complicated and textures and stuff, even though it's not going to me. I still like doing that little bit in the hats. But there's that. I've got to keep it. I've got to keep it. It's not going in the cube. It's ounces, not grams. I hadn't thought of that. Let's have a look at the ounces. Let me find the weight again. Oh, there it is. 4.5 ounces. See, even that's weird. What's the Bernat? Bernat makes more sense because it's around 5. It's 5 ounces. This 4.5. Anyway. Next, let's delve into a little bit darker. And I've had this for so long, and my gosh, I love the feel of it because it is so incredibly soft. Incredibly soft. Yarn Bee. It's my second favourite yarn brand as well. Lionbrand being my favourite. Yarn Bee is my next. So this is Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody in Obsidian Daydreams with bright white in the middle, and very, very gradually as it goes to the outside of the cake, which is black, you're going from the bright white, twisting round to a very pale grey, then a light grey, then a grey, then a slightly darker grey, a slightly darker grey again, dark grey twisted into black, and then the black. Oh, I want to use these so badly. But these two cakes, they are literally the side of I want my cake and eat it too again. I've got 2 of them. They were a happy mail for me, and I've never dared use them, but there's so much on them. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, that's it, right? Oh no, there it is. Okay, so there's approximately on this 198 gram cake, which is so tightly packed and yet it's still so amazingly soft. Oh, it's lovely. 839 meters or 918 yards approximately. So 198 grams. This is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. It says to use 2.75 knitting needles or a 3.25 crochet hook. I've had a dream of making this into a shawl. I know this wants to be a shawl. It must be a shawl. It must be a color controlled shawl, and I don't know quite how to color control it because the ombre on this thing, the color change is so gradual and subtle as it goes along that it's going to be really hard to color control. So again, I've really got to find the right shawl, which I haven't found yet, but that is the aim. 2 of these Obsidian Daydreams, which is the name of the colouring. It's going to be a shawl, but for now it's just a beautifully soft cake. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to use it. I just want to look at it and feel it every now and again because it's so lovely. I love it. So I got 2. All our lovelies, a healthy and joyful 2024. Be kind to yourself, make time for yourself, and guard against being pulled into others' gossip. Live your best life. Point me in the direction, please. Please. Jay made a crescent shawl with that exact yarn and it came out beautiful. A crescent shawl. See, now, crescent I could quite happily make. Like, quite happily make. But I want to use both the cakes, not just one. I want to make both. I want to use both cakes. Usually when I make shawls, we're looking at over 1,000 meters. So I've got to be very careful how I use that and what project. It's going to be a shawl. I just don't know which shawl yet. Must be a shawl. Ingrid, can't stay long. Just wanted to come say hello to my favourite peoples and live my 2025 wish. Aww. Thank you, Miss Ingrid. Kiss hug. Or we can do it. We can do a hunter and go kiss hug. Yeah, Jay did sneak in earlier, but she did say something. She did. Thank you, Miss Ingrid. Wriggles says hugs and kisses to you too, Ingrid. Nice little surprise with Miss Ingrid coming in. Thank you, Miss Ingrid. Get to sleep. As we're down the black route, let's do some glitz. I don't know who sent me this, and I've got a feeling it's hand dyed, but there's no label. It is most definitely a wool, but I have 2 of these donuts. Now this is in a very, 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 very dark blue, but it's black. I mean, let's face it, a black is always a dark version of a colour. This is most definitely a dark blue, like dark blue. In a dark, dark house, down some dark, dark stairs. We're not going down that road. But I have 2 of these donuts. I don't know how much is on them. I know they're wool. Pretty certain they are hand dyed, but they are lovely. 2. I don't know if it's going to show the blueness. Probably not. But maybe you can see it a little bit. Or maybe not. But yeah, these are definitely going to be made into a hat. And I think because they're wool, I can't do them for donation. So I think what I'm going to do with these, this was a decision that I came up with 2 days ago when I saw it. Bod's latest hat pattern, the spirograph hat. I want to see if I've got enough to make that. I really, 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 really hope there's enough on here to make it, because I want to make the spirograph hat for Mr. Hunter. He's already said he'd wear it if it were black. Well, if he's not looking properly, we're going to class that as it is black with a hint of blue. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Only a pleasure. Only a pleasure. I love those books. The skeletons I used to like the skeletons. Is that like the 70s and 80s skeletons? Ah, those were the days. Sticking with the black. I did say about glitz, so let's show you some glitz. I have 2 of these and I love them to bits. These, I tend to make scrunchies out of these ones because they're good for school uniforms. But these are the Knitting Essentials Sparkle. They used to sell these in our Poundland, or if you're in America, your dollar stores. 50 grams, DK. Does it even tell you how much is on there? 97% acrylic, 3% metallic. In the colour black. I'm just trying to find if there, I don't think there ever was any meterage on these things. I'm pretty sure there wasn't, but I'm just double checking. But yeah, there's a lot of black glitz in there. So it's not a silver glitz on black. No, it's black glitz on black. So literally you can see it glistening when it hits the light. Otherwise it's just plain black. But I love these. Got 2 of these literally for making scrunchies, nothing else. Love them. Funny Bones, that's the one. That's the one. The Skelly Gogs. You know, they ruined it when it went to TV. Ruined it. Hello, Miss Christina. Good evening. Hey, howdy, hello. Are we covering all ground? Hey, howdy, hello. Welcome back. I'll get rid of the last black one. I do have only one of these, and because I'm keeping the grey version, this one I can put into the giveaway bag. But this is, again, the Bernat Softee Chunky in the colour black. Again, really, really nice and soft. Lovely, proper chunkiness. This was a happy mail. I mean, we don't get it over here unless for some weird reason Wool Warehouse suddenly has them and they're sticking them on sale for some reason. Yeah. But this, the lovely chunkiness of the black of the Bernat Soft. And I'm not going to go through the stats again because it's exactly the same as the grey one. So there is that. And there's a different hat pattern on this one. With the other Bernat, you have a cushion cover. And on this one, you have a texty hat. A texty? No. Textured? No. Oh my word. Lisa. Textured hat. Wow. So there's that. So we have one, it's going in the giveaway coop. It's going in the giveaway coop. Okay, 3 more to go. Let's go back to some grey, some dark grey with Mainstays. This is the only Mainstays that I have, I believe. But this is 100% acrylic. And does it even tell you a colour? Mainstays is from Walmart, I think. Is it Walmart? Tell me it's Walmart. Please tell me it's, there it is. Walmart. Yay! It's Walmart. On this massive thing, there is approximately 798 yards, 730 meters. Remember, it's approximate, give or take a little bit. And there is a pattern on the inside of the label. I don't know what the pattern's for because I've never opened the label. But one of these days I'm going to use this because there's a lot on there. There's a lot on there. That could do some damage. It could make a fair old amount of hats. And one of the reasons why I haven't delved into this yet is because as soon as one of my skeins, one of my hanks, one of my cakes has been opened, if I don't finish it, it goes into my scrap box. And that scrap box is overfilled right now, and I don't want to add more to it and get it all tangled. But this is 4 hats. This is literally going to be 4 hats and nothing else. But again, this was a happy mail, which I'm very, very grateful for. It says it's a worsted, medium 4, Aran, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. It is a lovely, lovely soft acrylic. It doesn't feel rough. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels nice. Nice. I'd want this next to my skin. I'm not going to be making any undies out of it, but it's really, really good. Really, really, really nice. And I love it. So in my cube, it stays for a while. Next, Happy Mail. Glitz again. I've got 2 more left. They're both glitz. We've got to end on some sparkle. I mean, hello. It's a chunky. It's not super chunky. It's a chunky. It is a nice grey. It's that kind of the neutral. It's not too dark. It's not too light. It's nice and in the middle and neutral greys. It's a nice one. And this is a little bit darker, but there's a lot of glitz because this somebody deliberately sent me because I think this was because something about a comment that I left in their video where I'd said something about I'd always wanted to try date night since I saw it on somebody's channel, and I was supposed to have won some, but they could never be bothered to send it to me, so I never got to try it. This person sent me it. Date night. Now the little grudge that I have with this is what they've named it, because this is a dark grey with so much lovely sparkle in it. You can feel the sparkle, but only just. Like if you really didn't use your eyes and you felt, you can feel the sparkle, but it's only slight, only slight. But Lionbrand have decided to call this Lapis. I'm sorry, but my bedroom is in the colour Lapis because Lapis is blue. Lapis is blue. I even showed a wool last week called Lapis because Lapis is blue. This is grey. What is going on? But they've called it Lapis. Weird people. Anyway, this tiny little cake, which I have I've either got 4 or 5 of these. I'm pretty sure it's 4. 4 of these, 100 grams each, approximately 250 meters, 273 yards. Lovely sparkle on it. Lovely. Medium 4, 82% acrylic, 18% polyester. So there you go. Nothing about metallic elements. So it's got to be acrylic that it's made of, which is why you can barely feel it because it's all part and parcel of the actual yarn. But Lapis. Date nights. No, I haven't used it yet, and I know what I'm going to use it on. I just haven't gotten around to making it yet, but it'll be something for me. For me. I know it's not blue. I know it's not blue. Even though it's named after blue, I'm still going to make something for me with this. But there's 4 of them, so they can do some damage. Have some in Date Night. It's grey with lilac sparkle. Oh, oh. Lapis lazuli, 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 lazuli. Hi, Dragon Cat, welcome in. Beanie is pretending to be asleep right now, but I'll get over and disturb her momentarily because I've only got one more yarn to show. Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty certain I've got 4 of those. I mean, there is I'll be honest, as far as grey goes, this does have an ever so slight blue hint, but it's still not lapis. Anywho, this was also a Happy Mail, and I have 5 of these ones. And again, I know exactly what I'm going to make, and it's going to be for me when I have the courage to do it. And it's so wonderfully soft. We gotta roll with it. You gotta take your time. Gotta say what you say. Don't let anybody get in your way. I'm so gonna get told off for that. Red Heart, roll with it. Oh my gosh. Dear Lord. And this is Roll With It Sparkle. Sparkle. This is 97% acrylic and 3% other fibers. Again, barely feel the sparkle in it. You can feel it if you're feeling for it, but you can barely feel it. I saw somebody making something out of this. She hasn't been around for a little while, bless her. I know she's around, but she hasn't been on YouTube for a little while. But she was making something out of this for auction, and I was like, oh, wow. Because when it is made up, it is so gorgeous. The way it catches the light is just amazing. And again, just like the Bernat, just like the With Love metallic, it's the same spacing with the metallic through this, but it starts with a very pale grey, which goes into a lighter grey, and then a white, then a darker grey than the previous grey, slightly darker grey, and then a lighter grey again. But all the way through it is a silver sparkle, and it is so nice. So nice. 561 yards, 513 meters, approximately. 150 gram cake. Oh, it's so nice. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. You think it's a gemstone? I'm really looking forward to making what I want to make out of this, but I just haven't got there yet. But I will, but I haven't got there yet, obviously, because it's still in cake form. Welcome in, Tina. Howdy doody. Welcome in. Oops and hi perp. Oops, hi perp. So that is the stash. The stash. So we have put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins into the giveaway bag, into the giveaway cube. I've got to learn to let go. I have got to learn to let go. I've got to learn to let go. but there's lots of sparkle. I love me some sparkle. I love putting the blue and the silvers next to each other because they look amazing. I haven't got a blue sparkle to hand, but I mean, you cannot go wrong with that. This is me all over. This is. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so sparkly. It's so lovely. Yeah. Anywho, so I'm going to go and disturb the bean. And I've just gotten myself an advert. That's nice. I'm going to go and disturb the bean and quickly stick some boiling water onto my tea bag. And I will be right back so we can do some creator link drops. So while I am gone, can I ask Miss Perp, even though you've already done the break, just tell everyone to shut up. We will do the creator link drops. If you are a creator in here and you would like your link dropping when I get back with my cup of tea, please put into the, I want to see some love, put into the chat the emoji heart of your favorite color. If you are a creator, put your favorite color in heart form into the comments, and when I get back, we'll start doing linky doodab drops. If you haven't done a link drop before, then as soon as you've dropped your emoji, type out an advert about your channel. Let us know what your channel is about, because we have all sorts over here. We have people that do gaming, we have people that do vlogging, we have people that do gardening, we have yarny people. Let us know what your channel is about, because only you can advertise your channel the best way it can be advertised. So sell it. Start typing out an advert. Let us know what your channel is about, but don't press enter. Just hold off, wait. I'll say your name and then you can drop your advert and I will drop your link. So put in the comments below a heart with your favorite color in it, and I will be back momentarily if I still have a face left when I move the bean. We'll see. Gonna move, gonna move. Okay. Is that the only two creators we have in here that want their link dropped? Just Miss Slug and Christina, Miss Bean? Okay. This is how we're going to have to move the bean, and she is going to hate me. So if she claws my face off, you be the witness. Come on, my love. Come on, my love. Mm. Mm. We have a bean. She's going to hate me. But I still have my face, which is good. Or at least kind of good. Okay. Let's get Miss Slug. If you would like to drop your advert, please, Miss Slug. And I will drop your linky doodab. Miss Slug, the naked snail. She says, all about crafts, knitting, crochet, sewing, embroidery, happy mail, a few hidden giveaways sprinkled here and there. We'll be drawing a winner later today for my Christmas surprise giveaway. And her link is right below. So you can go and say hello. So there is Miss Slug, aka Demetra. And next we have Bello Uncinetto. Please drop your advert, my dear. Oh, a cup of tea just to warm the hands up. Oh my gosh. Woo. Let me get Bella's YouTube. There it is. Copy. Just wait for Christina to drop her advert. Ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh. Bello Uncinetto. Stop by for a quick chat and see some lovely yarn. Various parts of Sicily, monthly hidden giveaways, puzzles, and lots more. Come by to have some company. And we have Miss Christina's link. Thank you very much, Miss Perp, for helping out there. Thank you, Miss Slug and Bella, for waiting with the adverts. Thank you, thank you. And everybody in the chat, thank you very much for being patient and holding off while we did the creator link drops. Thank you very much. Now, while I have the chat is open again, by the way. Sorry, chat is open again. You're more than welcome to talk. While we have the wheel up, I have got two people to put on. So there we go. The all skate. We are going to put on, and I haven't seen Helen. I need to see Helen. We're going to put on Perp, who wants to go and get dizzy. And as Miss Perp is a member, she gets double the entries on the wheel as well. So Miss Perp will grab her double entries. That sounds rather painful, actually. But we have the Miss Perp. Thank you very much. I will get back to you momentarily. And then Miss Christine says, hi all, take care. And Miss Christine is going on the wheel. And again, Miss Christine is a member, so she gets double the entries. And this wheel gets spun on the last Friday of the month, which this month is the 31st, the very last day. And at the end of the live, this is the last thing we do. We find ourselves a winner of £25 or a e-gift card of their choice. So thank you very, very much, Miss Perp. Ooh. Thank you very, very much, Miss Christine. Hello. Would you like to come for a cuddle? Come on then. Come on then. Come on then. Come on then. No good sitting there and purring. That's not going to do anything, is it? Come on. Come on. Some very loud purring going on, but that's about all that is going on. But Miss Perp, Christina, you are on the wheel. Thank you very, very, very much. I will put a little update here. I haven't put it on GoFundMe yet, but I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, I hope. Please, I'm not a garden. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just like that. Silly woman. Dozy mare. Hunter has had to go to hospital. He's been suffering with a bad back past few months. But it's turned out to be a lot more than just a bad back. He's had kidney stones, really bad, severe kidney stones. And he went to hospital 3 days ago. He went to the clinic first, got 10 tons of tablets. Clinic we had to pay for, tablets we had to pay for. It came out of the GoFundMe. But that night was exceptionally bad. He's been in literally excruciating pain. If anyone's had kidney stones, then you get it. If you've ever witnessed anybody with kidney stones, you get it. I don't want to imagine the amount of pain. I've seen people with them, and I've been sat here on the phone watching and hearing the pain that he's in. It's heartbreaking, it really is. But that night he ended up going to the hospital because it was too intense. Thank goodness, yes, stones were passing, but they were like billiard balls. It was how, I don't know. But went to the hospital. They offered him laser surgery because that was going to be the quickest way to get them to pass out instead of the medication. Money. Again, it had to come out of the GoFundMe. So, yes, the GoFundMe, I think it's around the £1,000 mark at the moment, I think. But it's all gone now. It is, we're back down to zero again because it's paid for. Will you stop it? It's paid for the passport, been done. It paid for the photos for the passport, it's been done. It's paid. Will you stop it? It's paid for the clinic twice. It's paid for medication twice. And it's now paid for the hospital and for him to have laser surgery plus 2 lots of painkillers. Will you stop it? I am not a garden. Just lay down, please. Please. You pain in the calf muscles. So the GoFundMe has done what it was set out to do so far. It has paid for the passport. It has paid for the trouble that was happening with the corrupt governmental officials. It's all been paid off, but it's also now, instead of having that little bit to go toward the visa, it has paid for life, quite literally, twice. Does the laser just break them up so they pass easier? Yeah,
So it goes into the kidney and shoots them like laser quest and breaks them down, so it's not quite so painful. Makes them pass easier. And then you've got a stent that goes in as well. I don't think he's aware that there's a stent in there. I have told him twice, but I think he's ignoring it. He's ignoring a lot of the help that I'm trying to give him. But he's in so much flipping pain right now. And I'm so flipping helpless. But thankfully, because of the GoFundMe money that has been there, we were able to get him the medical help. So very, 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 very grateful. But now we're back on a 0 for the visa. And that's the next thing. It's paying for the flipping visa, which we still don't know which one we're getting yet. He was going to go literally the day that he went into the hospital. And yes, I witnessed the hospital. I witnessed the clinic. I've witnessed the tablets. I've witnessed the pain. Yeah, it's not good. Welcome in, Miss Louise. Soul Babe Crafts and Creations is in, and she says, good evening, Lisa. Welcome in, Miss Louise. They're being made this weekend, apart from 2 that have already been made. So I don't need to make them. I just need to put the clasp on. Excuse me. But they're being made this weekend. They should be sent out Monday. I'm going to hiccup again. They'll be sent out Monday, but you will get a message as soon as they have been posted. But thank you very much. So yes, that's the update on the Hunter Saga and the GoFundMe all in one. I'm going to have to this weekend do another short for the GoFundMe because it has gone way. Helen, I need you. Helen, I need you. I need you, Helen. It has gone way too quiet, and I've got to get that going again somehow. Helen, last week you asked me how much the flights were, and while we were in the live, I looked it up, and it was like 5,800. I'm like, yeah, I got mine for less than 700. I know the prices go up and down, but you know, this is really stupid, but that's what it says. 2 days later, it was the Sunday. I was like, I cannot believe that price. That is blooming ridiculous. I went back and had a search, and I searched, and yeah, just like mine, the return flight is approximately 700, just below. It's between 600 and 700 if we do it right for the flights, not 5,800. And that's not me talking out of my backside. When you asked last week, that is literally what came up last week when I was in the live. It was like, wow, it's ridiculous. But between £600 and £700 is the return flight from where he is in Indonesia to London, UK. Oh, I'm so glad I've got that out over and done with. I was going to email you, and I can't find your email address anywhere, which is driven me bonkers. Wow. Give me a moment. Oh, Lucy, you do make me giggle. Wriggles, give me a moment. Helen says, sorry, your husband's illness. I just finished Oh, she says squares with an S on the end. Got multiple squares coming from Helen. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think he was better today. but only by a little bit. He's still extremely sore, and he's still bleeding a little bit. And his back is, he says, it's throbbing a lot, which I'm not surprised. I'm just amazed that he's managing to pass so many, but I'm getting pictures. Like, I get pictures. There are so many, so flipping many kidney stones you would not believe, and the size of the majority of them is, I am not surprised he's in pain. I'm really not. Oh, Miss Helen, I'll put you on the wheel and then I will show Miss Wriggles's knitting, because she's brand new to knitting. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, please. Miss Helen gets another 3. It's going to be the Helen wheel. Watch out, Lucy. Helen's on your tail. Helen is on the wheel again. And I haven't even shown you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am slacking so much. We've just added another 3 Helens onto the wheel. Just there. I'm going to save it. So she is on. It is saved. She is spinning around and around and around. Thank you very, very much, Miss Helen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is getting spun on the 31st of January. Are you okay? Wow, Beanie just growled. It's getting spun on the 31st of January, so we will find out who wins then. Thank you very much. Miss Slug says, has anyone heard of the Nordic way to sanitize or freshen up wool garments in snow? Am I looking this up? Am I going to look this up? I mean, first I've got to show Wriggles's work. But if I got to look this up, this kind of sounds slightly familiar, but at the same time, I know how filthy snow is. So I'm like, ew, freshen it up? Ew. Anyway, let's show this. Let's get this up. This is Wriggles's first bit ever of knitting. And look at that perp. She's using purple needles. Purple. So this was right at the beginning of the live. And right now, this is where she's at right now. I would say she's doing blooming marvellously. There you go. Well done, Miss Wriggles. Helen says he's at the exchange rate now. I will show you because I had to look it up. So I can't. Oh, yeah, I can zoom that in. Hang on a second. I will zoom that in for you. Hang on. There we go. That might be big enough. Maybe. There you go. So $20 is 1638 into Great British pounds. Just get that back to normal. There we go. And we'll put the super wheel back up. Or actually, we'll take the super wheel down and there we go. So yes, that's the exchange rate right now, which is a little bit closer than it has been for a while, actually. Lucy says Helen needs to win. I've won plenty. You have won a fair old amount of the spinny wheelie thingies. You have. Lucy also says hopefully Hunter gets better soon. I can only hope as well, because to go from starving to dehydration to then the kidney stones, and he's currently going back into starvation again. It's it makes me swear a lot because I'm so flipping helpless being here. And the way things are with me at the moment, there's absolutely bugger all I can do apart from watch and listen. And I've done my fair bit of crying, and I know it's not going to stop anytime soon, really. Pep says, I won the members wheel. Delivery from Wool Warehouse came yesterday. What did you get? 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 Miss Moo! Hello, Miss Moo! Miss Moo is back on the streets. That sounds a little bit wrong, but you know what I mean. She says, blimey, long time since I've been in alive, Miss Ladybird. You were in Mel's last night. You managed to stay longer than I did. My eyes were, I hadn't slept, to be fair, but my eyes had it. Like, I didn't even last an hour in Mel's live, and I'm like, okay, I'm going. I'm done. Night night. Miss Moose says, hello, peeps. Just had fish finger sarnies. Do you know what? I actually weirdly, was it last weekend or the beginning of this week, had a dream about fish finger sarnies. I've never had them. Never had them. But boy, was I craving them. And I don't even know why. I don't know why. I've got to say this out loud. In fact, we'll even highlight it. Miss Purple speaking to Miss Wriggles. Well done, Wriggles. See, when you use the right equipment, aka purple needles, it's just a lot easier. Purple makes everything so much easier to do, but blue makes things overall much better. I get told off for that. For me, it makes things so much better. Miss May says, holding you and hunting my heart. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Helen says, can you send him money? I can. PayPal has, you can't do it direct through PayPal because PayPal don't do it, but PayPal have a system, a brother company, blah, 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 called Zoom, XOOM. And I can send direct from my bank to his bank. But again, just like PayPal, it's got that slight fee on it as well. But that's what I tend to do if I've got that little bit. It's like with the hospital and the clinic, having to send him money for the medication and the treatment, and even the consultation, to be fair, I've had to go through Zoom because it's the only way I can get him the money. Sarah says, you got to have them with tartar sauce. I haven't had tartar sauce for ages either. I used to really like tartar sauce. Not even dipping anything in it. Just like, well, my finger. Just tartar sauce. Oh, with a squidge of lemon, real lemon. I don't think I've ever bought fish fingers. I don't think I've ever bought them. I hope the craving doesn't last too long. Myth Pap says 8 balls of DK for the crochet jumper I'm going to make, and 4 balls of Aran because I have very little for weight. Really? I think, granted, I've got more DK than anything else, but Aran is most definitely my next most of, for sure. Oh, I do like me Aran weight. Do like me Aran weights because then I get to use my favourite hook size, so I like me Arans. Pep also says anything fishy has to have tartar sauce. I had salmon, mash, peas and tomatoes and tomato sauce. Oh my gosh, and tartar sauce. See, mash I haven't had for years now. Oh my gosh, I need to make mash. I haven't had mash for years. I used to, on a regular basis, make bulk meal of bangers and mash. I haven't had that since probably the start of the COVID outbreak, I think. That was probably the last time that I had mash. With cheddar and Marmite sausages. There you go. Now I'm hungry. Thank you, ladies. Helen said, I had a kidney stone bigger than the end of a man's thumb. They broke it up with sound waves. They did 4 rounds of blasting. Wow. Wow. He has, I mean, he's seen the scan, and it was only, I didn't get to see the scan. I'd got off the phone by then. But it only showed him one of his kidneys, thankfully. But he said there wasn't that much there. But the amount that's coming out of him and the size of it, it's like, how big are your kidneys? Like, your kidneys must be massive, because what's coming out are boulders. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely oodles and oodles of the flipping things. But the laser treatment that they did was almost 2 hours, because there was just so much. Absolutely oodles of it. It's just, it hurts. It hurts like heck. It really, really does, because I'm so flipping helpless. Miss Teresa. Howdy doody. She says, hello, Hadija, Lisa, Ladybird Osman, with a and a ladybird and a blue heart. Been thinking about you. Oh, don't do that. Bug your brain up. Don't think of me. Think of Mr. Hunter. And in fact, up in the top of the chat should be pinned the people who are on the thoughts and the prayers list. If you could spare a prayer, if you are religious, for 1 or 2 of these people, please. And if you're not religious, have a thought while you're taking a gulp of your cup of tea, while you're cleaning the kitchen, or while you're changing the baby's nappy. Please have a thought for 1 or 2 of these people at the top of the chat, because they are in need, whether that be of motivation or some good health, or just a kind of a virtual hug. If you could, please do. Me Smooth, there's nothing wrong with a fish finger. Mash with real butter. Yes, mash with real. I only have real butter now. Like, I only have real butter now. I don't touch margarine at all. If I ever use any on sandwiches, which is very, very rare, then I use real butter. And on about half of the times that I need oil for cooking, I'll use butter, because it tastes so much nicer. Helen says, your sweat looks lovely. Pretty. Thank you. I wish you could see it up close. I can't move because the bean's here. But down here, about that thickness, all the way down and around the neck, is herringbone, and then the rest of it's double crochet. And then the arms I made kind of out of pattern, as it were. But it's got little teeny weeny half pockets on it as well, because I ran out of wool. I could either make 1 pocket or 2 half pockets, so I made 2 half pockets. But this is your wool, Miss Helen, that you got me from Hobie. This is your wool. You know, the wool that you got me. It's from you. It's my Helen hug cardie. Perhaps says, when I was a student, a friend's mum would stay up and make us fish finger sarnies when we got in from clubbing. Wow. Wow. Never had anyone make me anything when I got in from clubbing, but then I lived alone, so. Teresa says, I have an EKG in an hour. Oh, heck. In an hour. Headed out soon. I'll email you after if I find anything out, even if you don't see it until tomorrow. I definitely won't see it until tomorrow. I'll be amazed if you get any results today, though. But yeah, please, please, please let me know when you do. Please. Thank you. EKG in an hour. An hour. It's not long to go. Good luck. So says Lisa, ouch, poor Hunter. I know. I'm just that poor guy. Just he just doesn't get a bleeding break, and it's like if it was happening to anybody else, I'd be sat there going, "What a load of baloney! You're getting scammed into oblivion. What rubbish!" I've seen it. I've gone to the clinic with him. Well, in a video call. I've gone to the clinic with him. I've gone to the hospital with him. I've gone to the pharmacy with him. I've seen the pain before he's had enough of me looking at him, and he's turned the camera off because, bless him, he's so flipping embarrassed. I've seen the pain. I've heard the pain. And I'm sat here. Nothing I can do at all. Granted, if he was here, there would be nothing that I could do, but I'd be able to play nurse for him, and I'd be able to make sure that he was constantly drinking, and I'd be able to make sure he had a warm compress and that he didn't have to move very far. I could be there. But I'm not there. Teresa says, can you add Kathy, my mum, and Gail, my other mum, neighbour, friend since I was 12? Both are having major health issues going on right now. You bet I can. Let me... Kathy and Gail. Give me a second while I just write their names down. Kathy with a Y. Gail with an I. Update. And let me get that in the chat and pin to the top for you. Pin. Okay, that should be pinned now, I hope. It best be. There we go. Thank you, Teresa. All done for you. Helen says, it looks like it's holding up well. It is. The only thing that's driving me nuts is because it's wool, it's pilling like there's no tomorrow. And I hate the fact that I keep on having to pick the pills off, because I'm like, if I pick too much more off, it's going to end up holey. But I love it. I love the look of it. I love the pattern on it. I love that it's wool. And yes, it is warm. I live in the Greater Nashville area, and it's been snowing for several hours, and it's expected to snow all day. So are you like, it's settling snow? It's getting thick snow rather than... Where did Slug go with the Nordic snow washing, freshening of the wool? Where did the info go? It disappeared. Were we going to get the info? I want the info. Yeah, is it actually sticking, staying, mounting up? You be careful. It's pinned. Thank you very much, Miss Perp. Miss Moo says, going to Toodalorf. Take care, everyone. Love and hugs. Always be kind, with 2 little red hearts. Thank you very much, Miss Moo. I will see you around soon. Take care. Nice to see you back. Have a good evening. I have got one really, really cold hand and one quite warm hand. And Beanie is warming my tootsies up so nicely, but I really need to finish this. So bear with me a moment. Hang on. It tastes so good. It tastes so good. Oh, getting back, because I don't think I said that. Getting back to Miss Wriggles. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know what shawl. I'm guessing it's a shawl you're making. I know you said you were making a washcloth. Washcloth. It's a Barbie shawl right now, but you're making a washcloth. I remember. Amazingly, I remember. Wonders never cease. Triple says, thank you. Not great news, even when you know things aren't going well. Look, if anybody can send some good vibes or a little push in the right direction, it's good that they're up there. Miss Jo says it's sunny and 32 Fahrenheit or 0 centigrade. Oh, bless her. She did it in centigrade. Thank you, Miss Jane. Here in New Hampshire. Oh, Jay. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to find it, but to be sure, could you please email me with where you got the pattern for the earrings? Because a friend has seen me wear them for the past couple of days, and she's like, you're going to make me some for my birthday, aren't you? And I went, well, I could if I had the pattern. And she said, so you're going to make me some? And I went, am I? She said, yes, you're going to make me some for my birthday. Okay. So if you could email me with where you got the pattern, I would very much appreciate it, please. Because someone is getting very, very needy. Miss Perp says cleaning with snow is a traditional way of washing and freshening natural materials in Finland. Textiles that can't be washed with water can often be cleaned with snow come winter. The bad thing is snow is filthy. It is yucky. Many take their woolen rugs, linen clothes and woven blankets outside. It's just so weird. Miss Christina has to hop off and sleep. Sleep well, Miss Christina. What is it? Like 9:45 now? Yeah. Sleep well. Have sweet dreams, my dear. See you soon. Pep says, I made Snaily some earrings. You did make Snaily earrings. You made Snaily a couple of pairs of earrings. And as much as you're going to hate this, Perp, the person that wants these wants them in green. Green. I'm so glad I've got a lot of green scrap, but she wants green ones, which baffles me, but it's what she wants. She wants to look like she's got moldy ears. Thank goodness we all have our own tastes, huh? No, don't make her any. I mean, I was kind of a bit taken aback when she said, you're going to make me some, aren't you? Do I make earrings? I mean, I make them, but with charms. I don't crochet them because, well, I've never tried, to be fair. But yeah, she was quite demanding. Helen says it is sticking. The news says that we should have 4 to 6 entries. What the heck, Lisa? Get with it. 4 to 6 inches accumulation here It looks like 2 to 3 inches on the cars. My windows look out on the parking lot. It's snowman weather, but please be careful. Please be careful. Perhaps says can have green flowers. Well, you can. I mean, I've got green flowers, but you know, they're natural. They're natural green. The one thing that I hate about green flowers is when you go to buy flowers that are green, they always call them white. They're not white. They're green. Every single time. Like, I really, 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 really want a particular green wisteria because it really does look like proper grapes, but it's white. They're not, they're green. Anyway, moldy ears. That's what it'd be, right? Moldy ears, but she wants moldy ears. Well, I'll do a moldy ears if I have to, but moldy, yeah. Joe said, just sent the pattern I used for the flower and the yarn and hook size I used on yours. Got it. Thank you very, very much. Got it. Pretty sure I used 2-weight yarn. 2-weight, that's really good because it's a sport weight that I was hoping to use. So that's really good. Held together with 4mm hook. Wow. And just attach the earring part through one of the petal. Okay, lovely. Thank you so much, Miss J. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sure she'll appreciate it when I eventually make them. Miss Slug says, just picked up Christmas cards in the mail. Some post marked end of November. Oh, I don't think Perp's overly happy because no chocolate has turned up. Miss Perp apparently sent me some chocolate. Haven't had it. I haven't had post, actually. Like, no post for 4 days, which is very weird. Very, very odd. I've had nothing. 4 days. I think my postie just took everything. I don't know. Teresa says, I had an egg, cheese and tomato sandwich for breakfast today. It was delicious. Egg, cheese and tomato. Now that makes me think that it might be a fried sandwich, or did you have it all fresh, but the tomato was boiled or fried, or what did you do? I need to know now. Look, if we're going to talk food and make me feel hungry, we need to know details because, I mean, we've only got 10 minutes left and then I go to bed and then I'll be dreaming of food. I hope I'll be dreaming. There'll be food there somewhere. Helen says, I'm not going out. Good girl. I had groceries delivered yesterday and I'm in for the duration. Good girl. My kids learned when they were little that the S word was snow. You've got your S word, I've got my S word. I mean, I don't go out in the snow. It scares the heck out of me now. I love looking at it. I will, with gritted teeth, I would go into my own back garden in the snow. But other than that, I'd rather not. Saying that, the only time that I will is when I have to. If I've sold something on eBay or on Etsy, then I have to go to the post office. But it scares the heck out of me. Big time. Slug says, because of our postal strike. But the thing is, at least you've got them early for this year. I'm still waiting for 4 people in Canada to get back to me about things that I sent. Haven't heard anything yet. And I sent them in about November. Still waiting to hear. Perp says, do you want to know what was in it? Nope. I'm better off not knowing. Triple T says fried. Yes. See, now tomorrow once a fortnight, this is what I do. Just once a fortnight, I have an unhealthy sandwich. And I have a runny fried egg, sunny side up, fried egg, mushrooms and onions, all fried, stuck in a sandwich. And I bloomin' love it. I adore that sandwich. Once a fortnight, it's not going to kill me off that quickly. But I love that day when I get that. Love it. Slug says, I saw a nested egg in a movie and had that this morning. Nested egg. I've heard of nested egg. Let me see what nested egg is, because that sounds really familiar. Nested egg. Sounds very familiar. Oh, yes. Yeah, egg in a nest. Yep. Gotcha. I could quite happily have one. Thank you very much. Yep. Perp says, don't. Oh my god. Perp. A bar of dairy milk and a bar of Bourneville. What's Bourneville? Bourneville is still Cadbury's, like dairy milk, but it's got a higher cacao content. It's not like really high, but it's a lot higher cacao content than dairy milk. And I love it. The same chocolate that they use for Old Jamaica, which is another Cadbury bar, but it lasts that little bit longer. Dark chocolate, I love dark chocolate, but it's really expensive. But the darker the chocolate, the longer it lasts with me. Dairy milk, gone. Bourneville is more like gone. That's the difference. Yeah, dark chocolate. Yeah, I could have just said dark chocolate. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. Dark chocolate. Yes, that's the one. Anyway, I'm going to put cream on because I'm going to look after my hands. And I've got to get back into doing it here again. And because I am going through my woolly stash, hands get really, really dry, showing all the wool. So it's a good thing to get them all moisturized up again. Perhaps says there was also a surprise, as it's just after the new year, something has come into the shops. Easter's just come into the shops. Oh my god. What did I see? Yeah, I went to Sainsbury's, our supermarket, yesterday. And I'm like, oh yeah, hot cross buns. I'm like, flipping heck, we're already doing Easter? We're only in January. What the heck? Flipping hot cross buns. Helen says, my breakfast was 2 pieces of toast with 2 slices of American cheese between, with no butter. Now, American cheese, is that very similar to cheddar? I can only think it's like either plastic cheese or it's very, very similar to cheddar. That's my thought process. Kat says, I'm getting my second-hand surgery later this month. Oh, you are? How do you feel about that? First one only worked partially. This one is for your main hand, right? I think. It's your main hand that's getting done this time? Main hand? I mean dominant hand. Main hand makes it sound really weird. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't show you because Bean is stuck on me. For those that are some weird reason keeping up, I'm doing the Amacal, the mosaic blanket, the largest one available. I am currently on the 3rd of 5 patterns. So one of the patterns, I've done 10 squares, 12 inches. One pattern, I've done 9 squares, 12 inches. And I've currently made 3 squares of the 3rd pattern. All the squares are 12 inches. So I am really getting through it now. And this is a really, really easy square as well. So I can see this flying through, and I've got to make 10 of these ones. But there's 5 patterns altogether, and then put in the whole thing together. It's a massive, it's going to be a mahoosive blanket. Flipping mahoosive. Jay says it's not as sharp as cheddar cheese. More of a smooth flavour, I'd say. But like consistency. Kind of like cheddar. That's what I was thinking. Oh, Wriggle's got ads. I haven't heard Pert moan about the ads. Maybe we have calmed down with the ads a little bit, maybe. Helen says it's kind of cheddary, but it's very soft and melts easily. So like plastic cheese, like where you have to take the wrap off it and you've already got the slice. Like burger cheese. That's another way of putting it, I guess. Kat says a bit nervous. Same hand as before. Oh, same hand as before. Just didn't work completely. I'm weird. Has to be redone. Why does that make you weird? Not weird at all. It's your left hand getting redone. Okay, so I would have been... You're right-handed. I would have been right. If it had been your next hand, it would have been your more dominant hand, right? But you're getting the left one redone. Pep says, no, I had a few people share as well, Wriggles. Must be just me and you this week. Sorry. I just stopped moaning because YouTube wasn't listening. Oh, I did. I calmed them down. I swear I calmed them down. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hang on. That person that just did that, do you want to email me quickly and just say, who should? Because if you don't, who should? Email me quickly before I run away, please. Helen said, that's right, plastic cheese. That's what it's the only thing I can think like what it's called. I never heard that before. I'm sorry. It's in that like little plastic thing that it's like it's wrapped like a sarong, and you just kind of unwrap it and flip it onto your sandwich or your burger or whatever. The cheese slices, yeah, it's plastic cheese because it's fake cheese. It's not cheese. It's manufactured, processed yellow stuff. Burger cheese, plastic cheese. Miss Wriggle, I'll wait for that email to come through. Miss Wriggle says, I think it is because I watch lives all day and this is the first with ads at all. Really? Who have you been watching that isn't monetized? I don't know how I'm going to calm the ads down again, though, because this is like the way I've done this one. This is on the lowest there is. There's always going to be 1 or 2 ads, but this is the lowest. And I've told it to balance it between everybody. And you should only get a maximum of 3 ads in the 2 hours. That should be it. I'm sorry. Blame YouTube. Please don't blame me. Please don't blame me. Helen says it's funny because it's so honest. Hey, it's me. I'm waiting for that email, person. Please, person. At least my hands are all done, which is nice. I'm going to try and have to show you the squares maybe next week, if I remember. I hope I remember. I've normally got one like sitting next to me when I've finished it, because then I go and put it away on my way to go to bed. But I've already put it away because I was a little bit too efficient today. Sorry. Jace says, I haven't gotten any. It must have given mine to you, Perp. Oh dear. You shouldn't have said that, Jay. Shouldn't have said that. Waiting for the email. Thanks, Jay. Nice of you to share. I got ads too. I got 3 just while I was doing the Yarny thingy, what's it thing. I watched my own ads. It's purely because I wasn't watching me. I was only looking at the chat. Okay. I'm bringing the wheel up. So, Anonymous. We are adding Perp 2 entries on the wheel, and she's a member, so she gets double the entries. We are adding Slug. Give me a second. PQ. Oh, it doesn't matter. Why am I even looking for it? Because I'll just put it in order in a minute. We're adding Slug. Nope. We'll do it as Slug. Not Demetra. And she gets double because she's a member. We are adding Mel. And she gets double because she's a member. We are adding Doris. And she gets double because she's a member. We are adding Wriggles. And we are adding Helen. If you're all going, what the heck? Somebody has just made an anonymous donation via PayPal who didn't want to go onto the wheel and has said, please put these on. So you guys, you are now on the wheel thanks to an anonymous donor. All saved? You're now on the wheel. So thank you very, very much, anonymous person. I mean, obviously, I know who you are, but thank you very, very much. Peoples is on the wheel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you got the earring pick? Would you like to elaborate? Please elaborate. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. And just so you guys know, you emailed a picture. Oh, it hasn't come through yet. £20 that has come in via PayPal. When this live goes down, I will be sending it straight over to Mr. Hunter, just so you're aware. The rest of it goes toward the GoFundMe. But I will be sending 20 over to Hunter so he can eat. Helen says, I'm watching you on my TV. So sometimes I get ads on either platform. One time today, they were simultaneous. Wow. Now that would just really irk me. That would really irk me. I would be well and truly irked. I'm just waiting for this picture to come through from Perp, which is taking forever. And then we can bugger off. But I can tell you all to look after these. If you've been crocheting, knitting for a little while, especially in winter, your hands are going to dry out so much. I mean, I only did my hand cream 10 minutes ago, and already my hands are starting to dry up a bit, so I need to put more on, which I will do before I go to bed. I'll put my oil on my eyebrows and my eyelashes, and the hand cream on my hands, and I might put a little bit on Beanie's Tootsies too. There we go. Okay. Yes, it's come through. Ah, yes, they look familiar. Okay, let me show this. So this is Perp's earrings that she's been making, or that she did make for Snaily. For the Snaily. And she's in an ad again. Oh boy. She is going to kill me. She's going to get to a point where she's like, I am never going to Lisa's live again, because all I get to see is ads and nothing else. Okay, we are going. I'm going to go and feed the bean. Although she's so fast asleep right now, and she's got her head almost completely rammed up my butt, which is going to be interesting. Made with embroidery thread. Oh, heck. The only thing that I make with embroidery thread are hanky stitch markers, which I think is Louise getting her first hanky stitch marker on Monday. Let me just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, she doesn't quite get one. Oh, next time. Next time. You'll get one next time. You won't get one this time, but you will get one. Jay says, my cousin in Germany sends me the Nivea tins of hand cream. Works amazingly and doesn't feel oily after. Don't know if they have it in England too. Yeah, Nivea is like one of the top brands. It's absolutely brilliant. Love it. I'm very, very lucky though, because this particular one was sent to me last Christmas. I finally got to use it, but oh, I dropped something. What did I drop? Oh no, what did I drop? Something just dropped. I have no idea what it was. I'll find it. Oh, there it is. My wedding ring, engagement ring, wedding ring, engagement ring. Oh my gosh, whatever. Somebody else is keeping me in stock of hand cream, so this one will run out fairly quickly, and then I can get on to one of my bigger ones, which will last probably about 2 months roughly. So someone is keeping me stocked with hand cream, and they smell amazing as well, so I'm very, 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 very lucky. Miss Triple T, Teresa Tressa says, have a beautiful day night, everyone. Dragon Cat says, take care, everyone. Knitting Perp says, bye all, take care, stay safe. Don't forget the people at the top of the list. Please, 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 at the top of the chat, those people are in need of your thoughts and prayers. If you can, please, please do. Teresa Tressa, good luck with the EKG. Please let me know. Either way, whether you get the results today or you don't, please just let me know how it went. I'm going to go and feed the bean after I've woken her up. Miss Lucy says, have a great weekend all. Thank you very much. Jay says, bye everyone. Thank you to all of those who sent a donation through. Thank you so much. Like I said, 20 will go off to Hunter so that he can eat this week. I'm sure he'll be very grateful and will want to say thank you to everyone. So from him via me to you guys, thank you so much. It's a huge help to both of us. Oh, bless Rose. Rose upon Rose. Bless your heart. Welcome in. Yes, we're heading out. I apologize. But hopefully we will see you again. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely one. And don't get buried in the snow. But if you can, make a snowman. Even if it's only about that big. Just for the kicks. Take care.